What's going on, guys? It's Kevin here. We're going to talk about the North Carolina. Are they the Tar Heels? I don't even know who they are anymore. Got no clue. I have honestly no clue. One side of the ball has gotten a lot better. By a lot. The other side of the damn ball is an absolute fucking train wreck. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Freddie Kitchens. Not just 2 weeks, but all year long. But especially, how in the hell? Okay, at Carolina, what were you supposed to do when you were getting ready to walk it in the end zone? You hold on to the damn ball with 2 hands, right? Right. What's the very first thing they do today? The very first thing they do. What does Payson do? What does he do? As he's going to the end zone, fumble. I didn't carry it with both hands. I fumbled it. And guess what? Touchback, same result. Fast forward, Payson. Scary. He's going down the middle of the field. Oh my God. He's heading to the end zone. Is he going to fumble? Oh, he made it. Touchdown, Carolina. I'm shocked. He didn't fumble it for a touchback. And then comes the end of the game, in which Carolina dominated Virginia thoroughly throughout the whole entire damn football game. But because of that sorry-ass piece of shit offensive coordinator they got named Freddie Kitchens, he, like his last name, he doesn't have any business working and being an offensive coordinator. His last name is Kitchens for a reason, right? He should be working at McDonald's in the kitchen flipping burgers and fries. And then comes the touchdown that gets us to within 1, right? And I'm saying, go for 2. Shovel pass, trick play, do something. Freddie Kitchens. What does he do? Has Gio roll out to the side where there's 1 million Virginia players at. And what does Gio do? Gio says, I can get it in there. I can throw it to him. Oh, okay. Got it to him. Oh, he doesn't reach for the pylon. He doesn't even reach for the pylon. He stopped a foot short of the goal line. Why? Because he didn't even reach for the pylon. It's all in here. It's because they're not properly coached by not just Freddie Kitchens, who's 95% responsibility on that, but Bill Belichick too. He owns the 5% of that. He should know, as long as he's been coaching, how to coach players to hold on to the damn fucking football whenever they're getting ready to cross the damn pylon or the damn goal line. Yet, guess what? Same old story. It's the same story every week. Same story, same result, same different kind of inning though. Except now they're not getting blown out. Now they just can't figure out how to win a fucking football game. at the end because they're so sorry on offense that they can't win a game comfortably. They didn't even beat Charlotte comfortably. Now, how pathetic is that? Did I get up and did I make any effort to watch this game today? Did I? I started watching midway through the third because I'm so damn sick and disgusted of one man on this football team. Actually, no, two. Two men on this football team that I'm disgusted and I can't take watching no more. And that's Gio Lopez. Got that, Billy? Okay. And then number two is Frederick Kitchens. Why in the hell did Carolina maintain Freddie Kitchens? I have no clue. No clue at all. No clue. The man's terrible. I don't even know how he can even show up to work on Mondays. I don't know. I don't know what he does in practice. I don't know. I assume he just sits there and takes notes of other teams' offenses and how good they are compared to, and then he compares them to his, and then says, I believe mine's pretty good too. Oh, but no, they're not, because they can't get a first down. They can't. How many times has North Carolina this year had a fumble outside of the Richmond game or the fake Charlotte game? How many times has North Carolina recovered a fumble or scoop and score or had a pick six? Can anybody tell me? Is any North Carolina fan on YouTube wanting to tell me how many times outside of Richmond and outside of Charlotte, has North Carolina had a scoop and score or had a pick six? Now, I'm not shaming the defense. I'm not. But I'm just saying, how many times? The defense played well today. They get stops, but they don't force turnovers. They don't force turnovers. And the sad thing is, this team is so damn bad that we don't even get a chance to see just how good our special teams is. We don't get a chance to see how good our place kicker is because they're that bad. They literally cannot get a first down. That's it. And when they do get first downs and they do have drives down the field, you know what they do. They just say, here, old yellow. Here's you the football at the half-yard line. Just get down here and just pick it up. I'm going to stand right here and watch you do it, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay it down right here at the half-yard line, and you can have it because we don't want it. We don't want to win. You can have the win. We like to lose. Yeah. Yeah. There's no words to tell just how utterly disgusted I am with Carolina football. No words can even fathom to say it. I turned on the damn football game and it was 10-10. About 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and I said, wow, it's actually 10-10. How did Virginia stoop to this level? That's the question. How did don't even tell me that that's the 16th best team in the country. That damn team up there at Virginia, the only reason why they got the ranking that they got is because they beat a shithole Florida State team when Florida State just flukily beat Alabama. Of course, that same Alabama team showed up tonight in Columbia and almost got beat, but that is the only way Virginia has this ranking, was because they beat Florida State. They lost to NC State at the goal line. Had much better luck against Carolina. Of course, most teams do. How much is there any North Carolina fan on here that wants to make a bet that Freddie Kitchens will remain offensive coordinator next year? How many? I believe he will. And it's going to be the same dull, skull-crushing offense. You know, when I was sitting here thinking after the game, Mack Brown must be laughing so hard that he's pissing in his pants. I mean, Carolina should just lay the ball down at the 1 yard line. Just lay it down there. No. Do it just where the ball's that short of the goal line, the tip of the ball, just lay it down right there. Lay it down. Let the other team have it. Because you don't want it. Bill Belichick don't want it. I want it. The players don't want it. Then I get on, and then I see on the news tonight, well, we wish we had Syracuse right now. No, you don't. You don't wish you had Syracuse right now. No, you don't. Are you saying that because they got a backup quarterback and because they suck? Well, hot news, Cal sucked. Just like I said they did. They're the worst 5-2 team in the history of college football. Proved out to be true because they lost to a 2-5 Virginia Tech team. And guess what? Virginia is the worst ranked team in the history of college football, and they're the worst 7-1 team in the history of college football. Okay? And I can guarantee you they will not be ranked nowhere near as high. And I would even, whoever does the rankings tomorrow at 1 o'clock should consider that as a loss for Virginia. They should drop completely out of the top 25, being in that kind of a game with that kind of North Carolina team. Because that North Carolina team has 2-10 written all over it. It's a shame that for any of Carolina's opponents to be in a game with this team. Now there's two games left that they can win. 2 games. Another one cropped up today, and it's a bit of a surprise. A bit of a surprise. And I'll tell you why I think that they have a chance to win that game too. But the Stanford game, that's a chance that they might can win. It looked early tonight that Stanford was just not going to happen too again. Then Miami happened. 42-7, Stanford, you're right back to where you're supposed to be. You're right back to what you were predicted to be. Okay? But a new one cropped up today. And that name is North Carolina State. And I know a lot of Carolina fans says that game's not winnable either. But here's the thing. North Carolina State's defense is probably worse than Mack Brown's defense last year. So, do I think, even as bad as Freddie Kitchens really is, I think if they give the ball to Hall, I think he could run for well over 150 yards on that trash defense over there at Carter Finley. And if Gio Lopez is able to throw the ball any at all, with the way Carolina's defense has been playing as of late, now I don't know if it's because of the competition, but they can win that game. There's a 5% chance that they can win that game. Like there's probably about maybe a 25% chance they can beat Stanford. My instinct says go higher on that game, but I'm not going to. And the reason why is because there's two on that team that prevents me from going any higher than a 5% win probability. Well, I'm going to go up to a 15% win probability at NC State. From what I was going to say, 10% going into today. But it's back-to-back weeks now. Or like 3 weeks in a row that NC State has just give up tons of points. Copious amounts of points. A tsunami of points. I don't even know if that defense can stop a high school. But I give them a 15% chance to win that game and an 85% chance to lose that game. And the Stanford game, I'm going to give them a 30% chance to win that game. Maybe 35. And you know what? I'll actually give them a 40% chance to win that game. But I give Stanford a 60% chance to win that game. Stanford's extremely awful, by the way, even though they beat FS who. Stanford's a really bad team. North Carolina is too. North Carolina, if they can't beat Stanford, don't worry about the NC State game. Don't. They won't win another game. I still got them going 2-10 and 0-8 in the conference, unfortunately. I don't think they'll break the snide. Now, Syracuse has not looked good at all. Syracuse has looked bad since their quarterback went down. Has looked inept, actually. So maybe that's one they can win. Maybe that's a 3. I don't know. But that's it. There's no other games that they could win. None. This one today, I said they would get beat 56-7. I was wrong. But I'm not going to give them credit for moral victories anymore. Last week, it happened. This week, no. You get one chance with a moral victory. Two, no. You suck. And the only hope for Carolina football in the future is for Belichick to fire Freddie Kitchens and somehow get a new, I think he needs to go to the eye doctor and get his eyes tested. Get him some glasses, maybe some bifocals or something, you know. He is 73 years old. He probably does need glasses. So, I think it's probably that time that he goes to the eye doctor and gets a good look, you know, at what he can and can't see at the eye doctor, you know, so that way when he gets back to the stadium, he can see just how bad Gio Lopez really is, and that and be reminded, I don't know who in the hell is not reminding him, but telling him that Max Johnson started in the best football conference in America and actually won some games. Yeah, you know, at LSU. But nobody that I don't know who it is. I don't know whether it's the wealthy boosters that's not generating the word around. You know, I don't know if it's Bubba or whoever in the hell it might be. That's just not generating the word around that Max Johnson won games in the best football conference in America, you know. So maybe it's time to give Max a try, because both times that Max has had the ball this year, Carolina's drove up the field and scored a touchdown, you know. Right, Billy? Maybe Bill sees he must see. He must think that Gio Lopez is the next Lamar Jackson, who is a now mess in the NFL. Or maybe he thinks he's the next Michael Vick. Oh my God. This team so fucking sucks, man. I knew I was going to have to unleash at one point on this team. I knew I had it to do, and I'm glad I had to get it off my chest tonight, because I had a lot to say about this team tonight. And Friday night, guess what? Guess what, Freddie Kitchens? Guess what Friday night is? Going into Syracuse, into the Carrier Dome, where it's orange and black. It's October 31st. It's Halloween, and it's Happy Halloween, Freddie Kitchens, trick or treat. See y'all later.